2, 1, and live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Alright guys, what a week this has been. Alright, let me get the chat pulled out here. Pop out chat. Copy the doobly-doo. Copy link. Chat. Properties, come on, there we go. And paste. Gonna work. Awesome, it worked. All right, so good morning, guys. Good morning. What a week this has been. Gonna wait for a few people to join me here. However, I am going to be doing some work. I've been working my butt off on delicious on getting some things done, and I have some stories once there's people in here. So grab your coffee, sit back, relax, and have a coffee with Night. Let's see. There's one person in here. Good morning to you, one person. Right over there, I guess. And I am working on stuff. I will eventually switch this over to a project screen, because I am going to be doing a project today. Not for nope, wrong way. Bloop. There we go. Not to give anything away this week. This is not a giveaway week. But I have a naked blade sitting on the table, and I dislike that. So I'm going to be making a little sheath for that. So I will be working. For those of you who enjoy it when I work. Let's see. But right now, I am actually making a bunch of key fobs. And I have to chisel them all out. Really pretty things. You see, I'm putting in dropping the chisel line in that groove line. Love watching you work. Well, thank you, and good morning, Laura. I know we're not over on the chat screen yet, so just waiting for everyone to filter in, so we can all have some fun together. And how are you doing today, Laura? Is there going to be a Joey joining us? I wish there was an Eileen and a Charisse joining us, but I don't think that's going to be happening today. I desperately need to get to the to the post office at some point this week and ship everything out that I have not yet, because I really need to. Laura, doing okay, just woke up. Joey helped me grab stuff from the shop last night. Beautiful. Whole carload of stuff. See, I told you you had minions. You just have to get everything out. I mean, the sooner you get things out, the better, because then you can stop paying for it. But I mean, we have till January to get everything out of there. So it's not going to be too terrible, I don't think. I really do think I'm going to be making a figured it's a work in progress. Oh, isn't everything really? Even things that are finished are still, at least in my book, a work in progress. Because I don't see anything as finished until it's destroyed. Like in the case of my leather work, I did the first. When I sell something, it's only 90% done. The other 10% is the person who bought it, and they're going to finish it based on their life experience, how they're going to change the leather, how they're going to fold it and pack it and sit on it and wear it, and all the different bends and folds and stains and everything else that's going to happen to it, all the patina and slowly moving stuff out rather than all at once, measuring the furniture in house to plan where stuff is going to end up. That is a good idea. Yeah. I probably should switch over to the chat screen while I'm talking to people. That'd be smart. Be the smart thing to do. Good morning, Joey. For the third time? I don't think you... Anyways, good morning, Joey. Doing your favorite thing today. Making key fobs. Well, these ones aren't for you. They're just for product and stuff. These ones I'm working on right now are to give away. He's having tech issues. I'm always having tech issues. Always. You've got two chats again. Joe D is also in the Phantom chat. Interesting. Why, hello, Joe. Sorry you're in the Phantom chat. What is going on? As was someone named Killer Girl 123456789 or something. I have no idea how this happens. I really don't. It goes into somehow my stream splits. Hello. And I don't know what goes on. Yeah, I have nothing indicating anything like that on my side of things. Killer Girl was me. It's my original YouTube account. Interesting. Yeah, I have no idea how or why that is. That happens. That's the second or third time this has happened. It's obnoxious. But anyways, I'm going to... So when you click the YouTube notification... Interesting. Well, Joe, if you can hear me or see this or whatever, click off or close the video, and the first time it pops up. Okay, all right, I think I know what's going on. Because there was an error on my end when I originally started the stream today. You're also the literal only person I've seen that happen to. Yeah. Yeah, close out and reopen YouTube. So I don't know if Joe can hear us or not, but close out and reopen YouTube. So you can actually join the rest of us. Bizarre. Well, a lot of these other YouTubers have people that handle this sort of thing. I am the people. I barely have any idea what I'm doing. Joey, just kill the whole app. That's what I had to do. It's a good idea. So when you have a tech error, it causes that. Yes, apparently it does. And I have little technical errors and issues all the time. I always have little problems and bugs and stuff that I work through. I don't know how or why these things happen. It just, they do. And what I think I also need to do is switch to what you call it. Or not switch it. But maybe update or something my OBS software. I don't know. I'm also the only person that you know that streams on YouTube, so there's that. Interesting. I know quite a few people, but I've also been through classes and went to VidCon and all this other stuff. So I am going to the shop today, the wood shop today. And is he fine though? Sounds like the world's ending out there. My child. Speaking of my child, I don't know if you can tell, but I have several more gray hairs today. And that is specifically from my child. We had to end up taking him to the ER on Tuesday. It was really cemented everything. Now, I'm not going to get into the gruesome stuff. No, thank you. But he ended up getting sick on who knows what. Because he didn't have anything new in his diet. You know, he eat eggs and... Done with that one. Beautiful. I have 2 of those that I can sew up now. You know, he had eggs and some rice puffs, and he was with my wife nursing. I was at work. Then he just started throwing up and pooping and stopped breathing and going limp several times. And there was eggs and vomit and poop all over the apartment. And it was not good. So she called me. She called 911 and paramedics and stuff. And from the office to here, I actually beat the EMTs and the ambulance. Might have broken a few laws, but scared the hell out of me and her. He's doing fine now. He's just out there being a little asshole. But yeah, he's fine. So he threw up again in the ambulance. Mick went with him. And yeah, no, he's completely fine. They took x-rays, make sure nothing was in his lungs. Fine. No idea what happened. Yeah, no clue. No idea why he was sick. So apparently sometimes that just happens. Okay, but yeah, so there's that, and apparently now is the time that yay for being a parent and being traumatized by your kid. Seriously. Uh, this has been a really tough week with him. Just all around in general. Um, because after that he slept for so long because he didn't eat and he threw up and it was so exhausting, and he had such a hard day. He just slept for like 16 hours. After that he got his days and nights confused, so with the exception of last night, because my wife is awesome, I think I've only slept 6 or 7 hours since Tuesday. I was able to sleep like 5.5, 6 hours last night total. Well, that looks weird. How my almost looks like a distortion. My arm, right there, my arm, the armoire, the edge of the armoire, and the edge of the door all line up just perfectly. Looks like there's a distortion or something. Like a crack in the video or something. There's a whoop. That's kind of weird. How can I get that illusion back? Glitch in the Matrix. Yes. So that was the whole thing, and apparently now is the time he wants to go to bed. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. By the way, you said you're going to the shop. Yes, I am. After this, I'm going to the shop. I'm going to be working all day. I'm meeting a client around 5 o'clock to drop off the magic card box, which I don't know where that is. But I added felt to the top, so it's nice and quiet now when it shuts. Not quiet, but I super glued everything together, so it's firm, but it's not empty wood banging on empty wood, which was pretty loud and onerous. Anyways, I'm gonna finish whatever I need to finish the exciting stuff. Yes, right. I need to get my thoughts together. Is what I need to do. I've been a little scatterbrained this week for reasons. But I need to I need to finish the armoire, and I need to not the armoire, the credenza for the kitchen. Careful with power tools in your state. Yes, well that's why I'm having coffee. That, and it's a coffee with night. So I am going to the shop today. I'm meeting with one client around 5 o'clock. Thought you comparing the box to a walrus is a bit weird. Box to a walrus? What do you mean the box to a walrus? I don't understand. So I made this yesterday. I already know I made one for one of the giveaways, but I made this guy yesterday, and instead of the little hand done thingy, come on, I actually was able to brand it because I now have a machine that I can do branding and foil stamping. Doesn't that look sexy? Yeah. I don't think I said that. That looks ridiculously awesome. Thank you. So that's one thing I did. I tried something a little different with this one, and I actually, instead of just lacing it and sexy beer koozie, aren't all beer koozies sexy? No, most of them are stupid looking. But this time I tried to, I really pulled the threading tight on the sides, and I think I overdid it, and the whole thing was just a hair too small. So live and learn. I'm actually wet forming this one just kind of slightly. But yeah, I think it turned out beautifully. I've been loving my notebook, by the way. Oh, so you got all your stuff? Yes, I did. And Laura, that is fantastic that you're loving your notebook. You should post pictures of it all around on Facebook and everything else. But I'm glad that you're loving the notebook. I know it's the adventure one that I put in there, but I had a pack of them. So you got all your stuff. Yes, I did. I actually had a problem. Well, there's two problems. One, it only came with one set of letters. Now, it's an uppercase set, a lowercase set, and social media for the sake of Knightsmith, it worth it. Yes, she did. Yes, she did, because I actually had to drop off other stuff to her, so might as well just drop everything off. Need to get more typeset for your new toy. Yes, that's where I was. So I can't even write my own company name, because Knightsmith has too many letters in it. It has 2 H's, 2 T's, 2 I's. Thank you. And yes, she got everything. But I can do this, which is gorgeous. So I can do, the foil, and I can do the brand, which is all pretty things. But I can't write my name. So that's the first problem. The second problem I ran into was the foil that came with it is too small for the stamp. Which ended up doing the first mistake. It's on the other one. Which, kind of double stamped it and made it look weird. It's about 4 millimeters too small. So, because it's a 30 millimeter by 30 millimeter stamp, and which is just actually a hair under that, and this like 25 millimeter tape. You would think so, but they didn't. So I actually ended up buying a box just to do. So I'm, what they gave with me is just going to be for typeset. So I got this, a gold and a silver, to do my logo stamping and any other logos that I have to do. I might be having a deal with a certain convention that comes in the area. Might. Can't put any names or anything out there because it's still in the air, which, not happy. However, that's one of those things that just needs to hopefully fall the right way, because if it is, that'll be nice and lucrative and actually pay for half of all the leatherwork stuff I've done so far, which would be nice. And so my project for today, while I'm here, is I bought this knife it's a skiver. And you see me do a little bit of skiving on here with some of the projects. Laura, I had to skive out some sections on the notebook and some other things just to make everything fit and work nicely. And I just used the razor blade because I had nothing better to do it with. So I bought a skiving knife. Now this is just a cheapo to get me started and learn. And it works pretty well, actually. I need to refine the blade a little bit, but you see there's a crappy bevel. Then you had the they're all hollow ground. Then you had the secondary bevel, but because it's hollow ground, it actually kind of developed a tertiary bevel. So I got that on there, and I just flattened the back because it wasn't completely flat. You can see there's a slight hollow here in the center where it didn't completely scratch through, but it will work. That looks like an old-timey razor. Really, because it looks like a putty knife. Anyways, I actually shave with an old-timey razor, straight razor. So this is like $25. But here's the thing. I don't like having a naked blade just lying around on the table. That just invites problems. So what I'm going to be doing today for the rest of the for the next half hour is actually building a little sheath for this guy, so that accidents don't happen, whether dropping this on my foot or little hands getting this by accident, because that would be very bad. So yeah, let's go to that project camera and start working on this. And then those of you who would like to see what I do, get to see me work on it. And I'm still going to be talking to you and taking questions and all that other fun stuff. So, ticker, there we go for that. And stinger, I think. Okay. That comes over that beautifully. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. You get a much better view of life and things at the setup. This is gorgeous. Yes. So I have a piece of scrap here, which you can call it scrap, you can call it not scrap, I don't care. But we start here. Now, like I said, this is just going to be a quick and dirty. Quick and dirty sheath scabbard type thing. I'm going to start over here because, well, mostly because I can. Let's go over here. right. So we'll take that, and that'll be the wrap right there. But I'm going to have this so that it not only wraps around, but it also kind of snaps. Because this will be in there like that. This is straight, this is like the bell side over here, so I want this piece to come over. So I think what I'll do is from this side, maybe, so we got it like here. I want it to be able to wrap around and snap here. So I'll do this. Bloop. Bloop. And Laura loves watching me work. Well, thank you. Because I love working. Okay, so we got that. I want to do this with as little stitching as possible. And the reason I'm scratching on this side, even though it's harder to see, as opposed to scratching on this side, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. And this is all going to get hidden. So if I screw up over here, it doesn't matter. Make sense? So I want this to only have one stitch, which will be down here. This is fine. So I'll go from there. I'll go there. Let's go a little bit further. We'll call it this. And I want to band roughly parallel to that. I think. So I want to be about, somewhere in the center of here. Let's do something right here. Let's see, it's going to come off of this, which I'm actually going to increase the size of this just so it's just a little bit, not much. Just give me a little wiggle room, and I could always trim it down later if I really want to. You know? So we got that. So let's then come off of this side. And do something like that. Just give it a little shape, because why not? I'm here, I have the time. It's easy to do. Right? First thing we'll do is we'll cut the rest of this off, like that. By the way, I've gotten into the practice of, I don't have it right in front of me, but I've been stropping my razor blades. And I do believe that has gotten me much better results. Plus, the razor tends to cut nicer and stays a lot sharper. Which is always a beautiful thing. Yeah, so okay, so there's that. Which that'll work nicely. Bloop, 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 bloop. And get a little snap. So there's the idea. Okay. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to run my groove, my stitch groover down this a few times. Just to kind of hog out some material. Then I'm going to actually use the skiver to try and deepen this a wee bit and to thin this strap out. And then I will ideally fold this over a little bit nicer, sand these edges, burnish them all, and drop in one of my posts here and here. Actually, I'll probably drop in the post first, then sand everything. I might even run the sander down this. That might be what I do. That might make it a little bit easier. And just skive this, because I want this full thickness. Because the idea is when this will be in here, I'll be able to put this in sideways, and then snap, put that on. Because I think that'll look pretty. And won't have a naked blade. Just one little stitch there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sand this down first, because I got a new Dremel. It's small, it's beautiful, it's really quiet too. I was actually able to run it next to a sleeping baby. Yeah, a Dremel can be that quiet. So let me do that. That'll be step one, is Dremel this. Step 2 will be to figure out this strap relation. And once that's done, step 3 would be to put some TEDS tape on here and groove that and stitch that. That's going to be the only groover line. And then step 4 is burnish and finish. So here's the Dremel I have. Now, this is about 50 bucks. It's not super powerful. But the main thing about this is it's quiet. And you're going to see that in a minute. This is on 2. I'm actually going to drop it down to 1, which is the most quiet setting. But I'm going to take this and run this down here. And then run this a couple times over here. So I get some, remove some thickness. And maybe even across here a few times. Listen to that. Yeah. Okay. Much thinner now. That should fold way easier. And it does. I think I'm going to go a little deeper to start. Go deeper here. And then I'll come back and do this. And this will get trimmed, and then everything gets sanded, bevel all the edges. But we are well on our way to a thing. Let me turn this up to, let's do a 4. It'll be a little bit louder, but I think we can handle this. Much better. Oh, that folds like butter now. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to do this side here. And yeah, we're like half done. More than half done. Yes. Gorgeous, huh? So, next step is we need to kind of persuade this. Notice I grabbed the hammer to take the right shape. So we're going to come in here first. Just go in there gentle to start. Then we come back, put the object in there. Because this is a knife, we can be a little less gentle with things. Come in and really hammer both sides down. Okay. Do that, and we'll do this side. Okay. Nothing super complicated here. Next thing is the TEDS tape. Take that guy. Sounds like my son is not happy. Good thing is I have no need to finish this while, like I don't need to finish this on camera. This is just one of those things that needs to get finished before I leave the house today. So I'm gonna take that, sure this is there. Gonna hammer this down, finish this here. Get that cut the right way. Then actually I need to pop this in first. Like this. Good. I'm gonna pop this in. Where's my rotary cutter? Not rotary cutter, rotary punch. Go with that. Order of operations is very important on some of these things. I do wish, however, this TEDS tape stuff was a little bit easier to get the backing off. It's not terrible, but it's, and I like this as a product. You know, a double-sided stick tape that's perfect for, or that's designed for what you call it, for leather workers. You know, it's a good idea. It's a great idea. It's a great idea for a product. Just the implementation falls a little flat, you know. Now this is where I hammer the hell out of it. So I want this to stick. Now we drop in the groove line. And we're almost done. We're almost at the hour. Look at that. Take this here. Look at that. Looks die cut beautiful. That's the point of using nice sharp razors. I'm going to come here. And look at this, we're like 90% done. It sounds like it's just on time because someone's getting really cantankerous out there. All right, so I'm going to text a few people when and if I'm changing the time of Coffee with Night, just to coincide a little bit better with his nap time. That makes sense. But there we go with the stitch line. Grooved and everything else. Laura will social media if I need her to. Beautiful. So this is actually my first knife sheath ever, realistically, on the page and whatever. All right, beautiful. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, this is all about making things, good for everyone involved, including my family. You have his Facebook back yet? No, I don't. I think I'm just gonna make a new one at this point. I'm very disappointed with how that all turned out, but can't really do much about it. It's their sandbox, and they can kick me out if they want. So I'm just gonna have to make a new one. But let's go to Facecam, and we'll get out of here. let me get this out because this works. That actually worked perfect, didn't it? We get great view of everything. Oh, gorgeous. With blackjack and hookers, yes, all the hookers. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Sorry about the weirdness that is my computer and YouTube glitches. But you joined me. You gotta watch me make a knife sheath or part of one. So yeah, can't wait to see you next week. I hope everything. Hope this week turns out fine. I hope there's no more emergencies with my kid. And it's half the reason we show up. Good. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. And I'll see you next time.